Johnny Depp has played many buoyant and extravagant characters for decades. However, the man himself is introverted and describes himself as shy.
Are you a little bit shy, you think?
I'm very shy.
You are?
Yeah, no, if I can be accused of anything at all, I'm not the most outgoing and boisterous of people. I'm pretty shy.
In this video, I will show you how, even if a part of you feels shy, you can still go after your dreams and not let shyness define you. This will inspire you to stop holding yourself back and to not limit yourself to a label, because you are so much more than that. And that's a big part of identity work, releasing labels that don't serve us. I'm Laetitia from Your Best True Self, and my mission is to empower those who shrink themselves and keep themselves small to build their confidence and claim their place in the world. So if that speaks to you, you're in the right place. Johnny Depp is more on the quiet side, and he describes himself as not being outgoing. However, people like him, people love him, not only as an actor but also as a person. And as introverts, we often tend to think that not being too outgoing or not being super chatty is a drawback and a flaw. But Johnny Depp is showing us that it is not. And there's one thing I want to get out of the way here. It takes more than good looks and success to be liked and to be good company. The unpleasant and awful attitude of some actors like Brie Larson or Blake Lively is a very good proof of that, because people now dislike them. So good looks and success are not everything when it comes to being appreciated and to connecting well with people. Johnny Depp said he's a shy person. And although introversion and shyness are two different things, it so happens that Johnny Depp is an introvert. Let's first bring up some of the traits that show us that he is an introvert and that is more on the quiet side. First of all, Johnny Depp is going inwards before being able to go outwards.
It's easier to lose yourself when you, like for example, if you're in a period film and the costume makes you, it changes your posture, makes you stand a
So
certain
you
way,
can
makes
see
you
that
feel a
he's
certain
looking
way.
for his truth, looking for his words and feelings within himself first, before he can express them to the external world, before he can share them. And that's the specificity of introversion. It is that an introvert goes inwards. That's the way that we process the world and that we process our emotions and concepts and ideas. Secondly, we can notice that when there's a group setting, he's not the most talkative person in the room.
I was invited to like some type of after show thing in London.
Yes.
And it was the first time we really hung out.
How long ago was this?
Maybe 4 or 5 years
4 or 5
ago.
years.
And I went.
Now,
And-
Johnny Depp does not
and-
let himself be limited by feeling shy and introverted. He's built an incredibly successful career despite those things, and he actually exudes quiet confidence. And introverts have many qualities that I find Johnny Depp illustrates perfectly well, and they have skills that they can learn to improve their own social skills. So, what can we learn from Johnny Depp? First of all, he uses his quiet voice as an advantage.
More sophisticated than I am, and she
I
can
see.
run circles around me, and she knows she's got me wrapped.
Do not
I
think
see.
you have to shout and be loud in order to be charismatic and loved. Most of the time, introverts have quieter voices, and they have the power to be very soothing and relaxing and to help the other person feel comfortable and grounded. Maybe people have already complimented you on how soft-spoken you are. Think about that.
They were working hard to process some kind of a character to shove down people's throats, and I was misrepresented, really. I mean, as far as I was
There's a
concerned, I was just-
softness in his voice that gently commands attention, respect, and is very likable. He is also very funny, and his soft, quiet voice contributes to his sense of humor. He's not going to deliver a punchline with big facial expressions and big hand gestures and a louder voice. Instead, he delivers it in a more low-key tone, which is even funnier and closer to sarcasm.
I didn't care if I knew if I was capable or not, you know. I wanted to try, so, yeah, so I did my bit as Donald Trump. You don't want to be Donald Trump.
And there are lots of comments online that highlight how calming his voice is and how people love it. So remember, you don't have to be loud and shouty in order to be liked. Secondly, he actively listens. And if you have social anxiety and worry about what to say next or about what people are thinking about you, then you are not tapping into one of your most important qualities as an introvert, which is being a very good listener. Johnny Depp really shows his listening without thinking of interrupting or of trying to wedge his words in. You can sense how present he is, and that makes the person who speaks feel acknowledged, interesting, and appreciated, which in turn makes them like you because they feel liked by you.
Sidewalk, which felt great. And my daughter was like, "Bye, Mom, we're going to brunch without you. Bye."
And in this clip, you can see that he's nodding, he's reacting to what is being said. Even if he's not directly looking at the other person, he's letting you know that he's fully here with you and that he's truly listening. That makes people want to spend time with you and to open up with you. And remember that we build bonds, we connect based on vulnerability. So this is really going to help connect with other people. Number 3, he embraces eccentricity in his own way. It's not because you're shy that you have to be a wallflower, and I think that's a very big misconception. Johnny Depp has a very unique personal style, and being shy does not stop him from owning his quirkiness and showing up with a strong sense of fashion that represents him and his personality. He doesn't try to be extroverted and loud in order to fit in or in order to make his style come across. Instead, he fully owns his quirky style, his thoughtful speech, and his soft demeanor. His introversion then feels like quiet charisma. And this is a great example of being eccentric in your own way and showing one's personality without being too loud and too out there. And as a side note, Johnny actually mentions that he loves slipping on a character's costume, and the more there is to the outfit, like for a period drama, the easier it is. And we could conjecture that his unique style in real life also helps him feel more comfortable when he puts himself out there. Maybe. And if you are struggling with anxiety and a low self-esteem, then I have your back. I created a confidence hypnosis audio that is completely free. You can download it with the link in the description box. The more you listen to it, the more it's going to rewire your mind with more positive and empowering thoughts to help you release anxiety and build your inner confidence. Number 4, Johnny Depp uses physical touch. By using well-timed physical touch, Johnny Depp expresses a lot of warmth and affection and let the other person know, even as soon as they met, that he likes them, he appreciates them, and he acknowledges them. When it really comes from the heart and when there is a really good intention behind it, it is a very powerful way to let people know that you like them, which again, in turn makes them like you, because you tend to like people who you can feel like you.
Oh, you can feel him coming on, can't you?
Don't pick on me. The audience are
So
always...
here you can say that he just teased Ricky Gervais and he then squeezes his shoulder to let him know that he appreciates him, that he's just kidding. So that's a way to also prevent any tension or misunderstanding from happening, although it probably wouldn't have happened there, but that's a way to let the other person know that you really appreciate them. So when Johnny Depp does that, as the other person, as the receiver, you can sense straight away that he likes you and he acknowledges you. If the video helped you, leave me a comment and let me know what your biggest takeaway is, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel because there's a lot more coming. And I love to hear your opinion, so if there's a celebrity that you would like me to analyze next, let me know in the comments, and I will see you in the next video. Sending you much love. Bye.